No, no. This comic coming up to the stage is your headliner of the night, folks. He's from Oshawa. I think. He's got a French-ass last name, and he's a Nook. Folks, please give it up for Kris Bonaparte.
Take your phone. Take your big ass Pacific Mall phone. Alright. I feel like the first thing I need to address is that I am from Ajax. I frequent Oshawa, but Oshawa is a dirty, skanky place, alright? Don't get me thinking that I'm an Oshawa resident. Check it. And if you're not sure what happens once you go east of Toronto, it goes like this. You got Toronto, Scarborough, Pickering, Ajax, Whitby, Oshawa. You forgot about Whitby. It's okay. A lot of people forget about Whitby. It's an interesting phenomenon, folks. Like I'll go, perform or do a lot of things in Oshawa, and like I'll hop in the whip, and it's like, okay, I'm heading to Oshawa from Ajax, and it's like, okay, I drive through Whitby, but as soon as I hit the border of Whitby and enter Oshawa, my dick hole starts to itch instantly. Fascinating. That's why they call it the dirty schwa. Very dirty. No idea what you said, bro, but I like it. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Ajax, I went and bought me a house out there. So I am a homeowner. Now after I bought the house, I rented out the basement. So folks, I'm not just a homeowner, but I am a landlord. That shit went to my head real quick. Landlord. The lord of this land. Every day, whenever I can get to it, I take a nice leisurely stroll around my property line. Wearing this beautiful purple robe I obtained online. Rocking a crown I got in my travels at a Burger King. And drinking dark liquor out of this gold-plated goblet. Man, I can't even talk to this kid that lives in my basement properly. It's this like 22-year-old blonde chick I rent that lives in my basement. I knock on her door for my rent, and she's like, "Oh, Kris, I don't have the whole rent right now, but I promise you, I'll give you half now and next week after I talk to my auntie." But I'm like, "Silence! You shall address me as Lord." I mean, that ain't too much to ask, is it, fun? Yo, interesting sidebar. A couple of weeks go by, and I'm standing in this bar, right? Trying to talk to the manager, sell him a show, and this dark-haired waitress sees me, puts her tray down, and comes running up to me talking about, "Kris, what are you doing here?" Arms out to give me a hug. I have no idea who this is. I took the hug though. But after like a minute of awkward conversation, I'm like, "I'm sorry, miss, but where do I know you from?" And she's all taken aback. She's like, "I live in your basement." Mother. Wow. Fascinating, though. A white chick changed her hair color. I can't tell it's the same white chick. She could have stole my identity or something from the comforts of my own basement. It ain't safe out there. Shit. Yeah. Now, so I'm a grown up. I got a mortgage and children. But would you believe I actually found myself in a street fight recently? For real though. Man, I tried to defuse the situation peacefully, man. I tried. But then he called me a pussy. That's when a couple of whiskeys I had in my belly riled me up. Call it the Rye of the Tiger. So now we're outside, man, squaring off in the streets, about to throw down. That's when I finally realized and remembered, but wait, I haven't been in a fight in like 20 years. I've been trying to work out, but when I work out, my knees hurt. Slugging it out in the streets right now probably won't work out. But I can't back down now. We're outside already and shit. So I knew I had to do something decisive. So I drop kicked him. It was at the what's up stage of the fight. Cause dude was puffing out his chest, talking about, what's up? What's up, bitch? That's when I rushed him. And I leapt high into the air, heroically, and slammed both feet in his chest. That's what's up. He gasped out in pain. He staggered back like 5 steps. But you know, he didn't actually fall down. I fell down. That's the problem, folks. When you drop kick a man, you drop. So there I was, laying on the concrete, talking about, fuck! And there he was, standing over me, brushing the footprints off his shirt. He called me various kung fu fighter names while he stomped me half to death. Like, what are you, Bruce Lee? Stomp. This guy thinks he's Jackie Chan. Stomp. We got fucking Chow Yun Fat over here. Stomp. Man, I tried to explain to him that while Chow Yun Fat is an important Hong Kong actor, he's not really a martial arts guy. You shouldn't lump him in like that. But he just continued on. Dude from Ong Bak, stomp. Yeah. Now, folks, I talked about it was 20 years since my last fight. I might as well tell you about that one. I was back in college. There was a big, husky, burly kid I was fighting. I obviously was a skinny pipsqueak. So I knew I had to strike first and strike fast. Now, as soon as this fight starts, I step in real quick, right? And I light him up. 4 straight shots to his mush. Right, left, right. All up in his T-zone. Trying to stab his brain with his nose bone. He looked like he was gonna fall over, but then he just kind of pops back up and he's coming at me again. Well, fuck. I acted like I was gonna box with him some more. But as soon as he got close, I just kicked him in his balls as hard as I could. Naturally, he lets out a big grunt and he's all bent over in pain. I had some options, folks. Option 1, I could escape. Option 2, I could kick him in his face now. Yeah. Option 3 was the hockey fight technique. You know about that. I just grab his collar and keep his head low. That way I can feed him 1,008 uppercuts all day. But I was feeling real creative, folks. I decided to go with option 4, which is the sunset flip power bomb. I'll explain. Don't worry, folks. I'll explain. See, this is a professional wrestling maneuver where you leap over your opponent's back. Then, in midair, you grab their hips as a fulcrum. That means rotating point, West End. This allows you to tumble safely onto your bum. But the momentum sends your opponent flying back to land on the back of their fucking head. Or what could go wrong? So I backpedal a few steps, run forward a few steps, and I leapt. Now, as soon as my feet left the ground, I realized there was two potential problems with this plan. Problem one was that professional wrestling might not be real. Problem two was that I was grossly overestimating my leaping ability. Because I didn't leap over this man's back, I just leapt onto his back. With my face all in his booty. Casual observers thought that's what I was going for. That's why for the rest of college they called me the booty monster. Rawr! Give me a second to hydrate, folks. So I'm in the middle of nowhere one night, driving back from a road gig. You know, it's got a vibrate feature there, boss. So I'm in the middle of nowhere, driving back from a road gig, when suddenly, whoop, whoop, it's the sound of the police. I get pulled over, and this officer starts asking me these non-pertinent questions. Talk about what am I doing around here? Where do I live at? Where do I work at? And there's no mention of an actual traffic infraction. So I know that I've been pulled over just for driving while black. Now I'm upset, right? I'm real mad on the inside, but I gotta try and stay all calm and collected, because I had a little bag of weed in my center console and a dead white woman in the trunk. It's the weekend, you know? Oh, speaking of white women, my cousin got all mad at me. See, his spouse is white. They've been living together almost 2 years. But this whole time, she's never held down any type of job. Now, I wasn't all confrontational with him. I was just curious, you know? I was like perplexed. I was like, cuz, a white chick with no job? What's the point? That's like a black chick with no ass. He gets all upset with me. Asks me to leave his house. Make it worse, before I can try and make peace with this guy goes and dies. I know. I hate when motherfuckers get the last word, yo. I tell you, boy, my cousin lived a unique life. This fool goes and dies a unique death. This fool drowned to death trying to eat pussy in the shower. Why? You ain't awkward, man. Now, some of you may be thinking, but wait, I thought black guys didn't go down, couldn't go fuck. Give me a second, use the words properly. I thought black guys didn't go down on girls. We do. There's that going again. I fucking totally need that in my life right now. We do, folks, but we just been lying about it till recently. Shit. Matter of fact, we were just talking about this like last week at the barber shop, right? And whenever there's a discussion about how come black people do this, or how come black people do that, there's always some wannabe sociologist that'll chime in and be like, goes back to Africa. Well, right on cue, in walks this African dude. This was too good to pass up. So I'm like, Mamadou, come here a second, bro. He comes over and I'm like, look, man, don't be mad. It's kind of a personal question, but back in Africa where you're from, when you get a woman, do you eat the pussy too? He says, of course. We eat everything except the eyes. Yeah. Now me personally, I've dated some white chicks, fucked some white chicks, but I couldn't move in. Like, I'm not against it per se, I just can't make that commitment to Susan's home cooking. Picture myself trying to force down a meal. She's like, what, you don't like it? It's a good effort, baby. Well, I'm saying though, you gotta put some seasoning in the food. And she's like, yeah, it's rosemary chicken. Well, tell Rosemary to put some seasoning in the food. That's about my time, folks. We got one more round. Kris Bonaparte is your first. Here comes Noise.
Kris Bonaparte. There it is, man. Hug it out. That's all good.
You want one too?